Guys, this review, this couldn't wait. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time finding the channel, my name is Gerard. Today we are talking about fragrances, more importantly, the newest release, the newest men's release from Prada. First, I want to thank Prada for sending this bottle my way. There really hasn't been a bad fragrance from the house that I've tried. I really like most of them from Prada. I mean, Prada Balm being one of the best all-arounders that any guy could ever own ever. Prada Luna Rossa Ocean, EDP. I love Prada Luna Rossa Black. That is one of my top 10 fragrances of all time. So just a few days ago, they reached out. They asked me if I wanted to try it. I said yes. Now, that being said, you will get 100% unfiltered honesty from me. It does not matter to me if Prada sends me something else in the future, but the fragrance we are talking about is Prada Paradigme Eau de Parfum. And this is the 100 ml. Let me tell you a little bit about the fragrance. Prada Paradigme is Prada's new signature masculine fragrance, which is a sophisticated and elegant fragrance with a twist, an innovation that challenges norms and pushes boundaries. The perfume opens with notes of a warm sensuality of ambery woods and is entwined with a green bourbon geranium uplifted by a fusing Calabrian bergamot heart. The Prada Paradigme bottle invites curiosity with an architectural silhouette of elegance and an avant-garde statement through the tilted Prada triangle. A bottle lacquered in a black to green gradation, the house's iconic color. Fragrance notes are Peru Balm, Guaiac wood, and Benzoin resin, classified as an ambery woody. Let's not waste any more time. I'm gonna bust this open, get it on skin, walk you guys through what I pick up, and ultimately let you know if Prada Paradigme is actually any good. Let's get into it. So here you have a beautiful presentation, in my opinion. I really love sort of the angular look to that V on the bottle and the color. The color is just beautiful. This emerald green sort of signature Prada color, as they said in that description. But there's something about it that just screams masculinity to me. The simplicity of the bottle, the square shape. It's just really nice looking in person. So nice heavy cap. Let's take a look at the atomizer. This is available right now. Nice atomizer at Sephora. I want to say for $165 for the 100 ml. And that's positioning it. Okay. Okay. Not what I was expecting. We'll get into that. It's positioning, the price-wise is positioning it pretty much at that sort of upper end of the designer side of things. So in the air, I'm definitely picking up that balsam. It has this ferny, almost textured greenness to it. It's a little bit sweet. It has, maybe I'm picking up like a fruitiness from like an apple note almost. It's almost reminding me slightly of Prada Luna Ocean. Just a nod to that fragrance. This is a new line. My understanding is this is a completely new line. This is what turned me on to it initially, was the idea that Prada was coming out with a new line for men. So, but in the air, green, a little bit sweet, definitely appealing, sort of a really pleasant, mass appealing scent, but also with a touch of masculinity to it, using that green, that balsam fur, I believe, is what I'm picking up in the air. Very nice. Let's see what it does off of skin. Okay. Interesting. So it's definitely woody. It has a little bit of resinous warmth to it. I know that the bergamot that they mentioned, I'm not necessarily picking up a ton of that. It's warmer than I expected, in greener than I would have. Well, not greener in the sense that I think I was maybe expecting something a little more cologne-y, if that makes any sense. But no, it's interesting. There's something about it that I really like, and I think it's that greenness of it. It's very masculine to me. It's kind of walking the line of something you've smelled before while almost having this slightly throwback feel. Maybe it's the bottle that's making me feel that way, but it does in the air and on skin. It is not as sweet as modern day men's fragrances are. So, and others from this, not this line, but others from the house, do lean more towards that younger sort of mass appealing sweetness, especially the Luna Rosa line. So, but this is different. This is, I think, taking into consideration what worked with those fragrances, but also maybe tampering the sweetness down a bit. Off of my skin, I'm also getting a real authentic note. Not quite sure what that's coming from. It's a little bit earthy. It does have a slight creaminess to it. So yeah, this is an interesting fragrance. I guess I didn't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't necessarily this. I do like it. Yeah, there's something about it that's working for me. I could see this being worn in pretty much any month, season, that type of thing. Definitely picking up those kind of fuzzy woods. That to me can come across a little bit generic sometimes. I don't want to call this fragrance generic because I don't think it is. I think it's definitely different than what I have been smelling as well. I guess a good example would be like YSL myself. That was not my favorite fragrance. I thought that one was a really kind of big disappointment for me. The Eau de Parfum was much better than the original, and I like that one way more. However, that fragrance was never really felt full bottle worthy to me. I know a lot of guys like it, and I can see why they do like it. I think here what Prada's trying to do is to maybe appeal to that group, keep it sort of relatively really easy to like. It has that likability factor, that sort of mass appeal feeling to it, but also leans a little bit more towards, I guess, someone who appreciates fragrances. There are some things here that I wouldn't call challenging at all, but make it a little more interesting than it should be. You know, I think the problem is like with a fragrance like this, it's going to have kind of, I don't want to say niche following, but people that appreciate this type of fragrance will appreciate it. They're going to like this one a lot. And then others that might be really used to what releases have been over the last, 3 to 5 years, just really, a lot of sweetness, vanillas, fruits and all that, ambroxan, whatever. They're kind of walking the line. Some of that is here, but then there's also some more interesting elements too, at least to my nose. And this is just a knee-jerk reaction, first impression. It's very smooth, very high quality smelling, very put together. So I think I'm going to really enjoy this one on a wear. I'm going to wear it. I'm not wearing anything today. What the hell? I'm going to throw it on. This will be my scent of the day. I think you have to, even in the air, there's a little bit more of a vanilla than I'm getting off of skin, a little bit more creaminess. This is really likable. It just is. It's one of those sort of likable fragrances that, however, I can see why this one might be. I don't know what type of reviews this is getting, or how many people have talked about it. I don't even know if it has a Fragrantica page. But I do know that this is going to be one of those fragrances that might be polarizing because it kind of walks the middle line. It walks the middle line of being familiar and smell like other things, but it also is nodding to wanting to be more than that. It might actually speak to what is to come from this line. Where it is a new line, they might take more chances with the next sort of concentration or flanker to this. So this is the entry, if that makes sense. That's kind of, if I'm thinking like a marketer, that's probably how they're marketing this right now. And we'll have to wait and see. This might be maybe kind of a slept on gem, a few years down the road. But right now, I would imagine it to be kind of polarizing because Prada is a relatively large designer house that has a lot of great fragrances. They have a lot of history and things, other fragrances to live up to. So I think on first spray, this could either disappoint you or be exactly what you're looking for. So obviously, go test this. Go try to find it. If Sephora is carrying it, there's chances are they're going to have it out on display. You can try it there. Give it a full wear. Don't just, buy it based on what I'm saying. Just, go try it. See what you think. But I think overall, I think it's a nice fragrance. This is one that, there's something about it. Does have a little bit of a generic feel, but also something interesting as well. So yeah, this is This one might take some time to really fully discover and appreciate. So I'm going to wear it today and let you guys know in my weekly wears video, which drop every single Monday. I talk about the 7 fragrances that I wore the week prior. That, again, I'll talk more about it there. Overall performance, how long did it last? What did my wife think? Did I get any compliments? And my overall thoughts. So yeah, if you guys have tried Prada Paradigme, let me know in the comments. What do you think? Were you disappointed? Did you enjoy it? I think for me, I think it smells great. I think it smells good. I don't know. I need more time with it. Prada Paradigme. Guys, we are on the road to 25,000 subscribers. Again, if you enjoy content like this, first impressions videos like I'm doing today, please follow, subscribe, like this video. It really helps me grow, helps the channel. Would love to have you guys here. I love doing these videos and I truly appreciate all the support. But if you like what you saw today, again, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video, hit that bell notification so you're updated whenever I upload new content. But until then, have a fantastic day and I'll see you in the next video.